It's Dodgers versus Blue Jays, Game 5 of the World Series. This series is tied at 2-2, and in this massive game, the Dodgers are going to send Blake Snell out to the mound, and Blake Snell was absolutely unhittable in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, as we can see with these stats here, and a big part of that was that he got a ton of swing and miss. In those first 3 starts, Snell had a 49% whiff rate, which just means how often the hitters are swinging and missing, and just to give you an idea how good that is, MLB's best whiff rate was 45% this year, so hitters were just not seeing Snell well at all in those first 3 games. However, that all changed when he faced the Blue Jays in Game 1. The Blue Jays are a really tough matchup for Snell because they are great at putting the bat on the ball, and we saw that in Game 1. He only got 10 swings and misses all night, which led to a 21% whiff rate. That is Snell's lowest total of the entire season. Basically, the Jays did a really good job at swinging at strikes and putting the bat on the ball, and it seems really simple. Just swing at strikes, you don't chase, but that's what makes this Jays lineup so good, and that's exactly what they're trying to do again here in Game 5. So we'll fast forward here to the 7th inning. The Dodgers are down 3-1. Snell is back out there at 93 pitches, and this is a huge inning for Snell. If he can get out of this, then Roki Sasaki can pitch the 8th and the 9th, which would absolutely give the Dodgers a chance to come back in this game against that Blue Jays bullpen. So Snell would love to get 3 outs here and finish off the inning. So leading off here is Addison Barger, and on the first pitch, he's going to take this fastball in, then he takes that slider for a strike. He takes that pitch for a ball. Nice job not chasing there. He's going to foul that slider back. And what's he going to do? 2-2. He's going to punch that the other way, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Barger is on board to lead off the inning, and that's tough luck for Snell. As we can see here, that ball had a very low expected batting average, but credit to Barger there. He did not chase, and he swung at strikes. That's exactly what the Blue Jays have been doing against Snell, and the leadoff man is on. Next up is IKF, the number 8 hitter, and he's looking to bunt on this first pitch, but he takes the ball upstairs. He's going to bunt that pitch foul 1-1. He's going to take that pitch. It's now 1-2 count, and the next pitch is in the dirt, and Barger's going to move up to second base. That is a costly mistake by Snell, which basically works like a sacrifice bunt. Now the double play is not in order. Barger's now in scoring position. IKF does end up grounding out here, but he gets the job done. He moves Barger into scoring position by taking pitches and waiting for Snell to make a mistake, and it's also another long grinding at bat for Blake Snell, who's now up to 103 pitches. But he can still get out of this inning. A quick out here against Jimenez would be absolutely huge. So he's going to get a first pitch strike here, but then Jimenez with a great take here, and another great take. 2 awesome takes by Jimenez there. Now a 2-1 count. He's going to foul this pitch away, 2-2, and he takes that pitch outside. That was a fantastic take. How on earth did he see that? And then it's another great take, and that is ball 4. An absolutely masterful 7-pitch walk for Andres Jimenez. Snell's pitch count is now at 111 with the top of the lineup coming up. We can see the Blue Jays are just working Snell in these long counts. So Snell's last batter here is Davis Schneider. Schneider's going to take these first 2 pitches for strikes, but on the 0-2 pitch, he takes that close one for a ball. Oh my goodness, look how close this is. That is an absolutely gutsy take by Schneider. And on the very next pitch, Snell's going to bounce that one in the dirt, and Barger moves up to third base. Another wild pitch for Snell. Snell does eventually get the strikeout, but great job by Schneider to not chase there. Now that moves Barger up to third base, and it bumps Snell's pitch count to 116 pitches. So with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up next, Dave Roberts has to go into his bullpen, and this is exactly what the Blue Jays have been praying for. They just wanted to get Snell out of the game and get into this bullpen because Roberts does not have a single righty reliever that he can trust in this situation. Blake Trinan is usually the guy here, but Trinan has been rocked. So Roberts is going to go with Edgardo Enriquez instead, and right away Enriquez cannot find the strike zone. On a 3-2 pitch, he's going to yank this pitch to Vladdy, which allows Barger to come home to score, and now the lead is up to 3. And then versus Bo Bichette, Enriquez still can't find the zone. He's down 3-1, and then he's going to leave this absolute meatball over the plate. Bichette's going to knock that into the outfield, and that's going to score another run, and that brings the lead up to 4. And those 2 runs in this inning are so massive. It's so much easier for the Blue Jays bullpen to protect a 4-run lead instead of a 2-run lead, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The Jays are going to shut down the Dodgers in the last 3 innings, and they're going to win this one 6-1, which has them just 1 win away from taking the World Series, and it's just an awesome job by this Blue Jays lineup. Obviously, Trey Savage's historic start is the main storyline, but let's also give some credit to this Jays offense. Blake Snell was absolutely unhittable all playoffs, but the Jays stayed patient and they knocked him out of the game.